Welcome to our series, The 12 Dodekagram Types, where we briefly discuss each of the 12 unique ways people connect with God based on Dodekagram, a spiritual tool for a digital world. In this video, I'm going to discuss the Supernaturalist. You mean Pentecostal? Supernaturalists are spiritually sensitive, heavenly oriented, charismatic in worship, and sometimes overly sensational. When it comes to the 6 parts of the body that make up Dodekagram, the Supernaturalist, like the Mysticist, directs worship to God from the Spirit. But here's the difference. While the Mysticist offers spiritual worship to God by turning inward toward the internal, the Supernaturalist offers worship to God by turning outward toward the miraculous. In this way, the primary way the Supernaturalist connects with God is through supernatural experiences. So what do I mean exactly by supernatural experiences? Well, lots of things, but Supernaturalists typically connect with God through dreams, angels, healings, miracles, revelations, prophecies, prayers, tongues, and exorcisms. That's why I never leave home without my bishop's staff and my holy oil. Lots of heathens out there. When it comes to world religions, it's important to keep in mind that every religion has some history or tradition emphasizing the miraculous. After all, the word supernatural in Latin means beyond nature, which is, historically speaking, the focus of religion. There he goes with his Latin again. Dude, welcome to the 21st century. This is just as true in Hinduism as it is in Islam or Mormonism or shamanism. And it's certainly the case for Christianity. For instance, there have been supernaturalists since the beginning of the church. And although they may differ in many ways, what they have in common is their belief that the gifts of the Holy Spirit are fully active, accessible, and available for believers in all ages. So you're saying we're actually supposed to take the Bible seriously? In other words, rather than confining the miraculous to the time of the New Testament, that is when Jesus and his 12 disciples were on earth, they believe the pouring of the Holy Spirit, as described in Acts chapter 2, is a model to be followed in every church, in every age, for every believer. This is what John Wimber, the founder of the Vineyard movement, called doing the stuff. In his early days as a seeker, Wimber famously asked a pastor after a Sunday service, "So when do we do the stuff? You know, the stuff in the Bible, like healing the sick and casting out demons." The pastor replied that he only believed the stuff, but couldn't actually duplicate it, which led Wimber on a long journey towards starting a movement that was focusing on doing the stuff. Truth is, though, that miracles and the manifestation of the spiritual gifts have always been around well before John Wimber. It's just that they've been confined to historic movements that aren't necessarily mainstream. For instance, Montanism, Marian apparitions, the first, second, and third Great Awakenings, revivalism, Pentecostalism, and the charismatic movement. Now, I know these names are a mouthful, but there are real people and real traditions connected to them. Take William J. Seymour, who was one of the founders of American Pentecostalism. In the year 1906, when living in Los Angeles, Seymour received the gift of speaking in tongues, leading to the Azusa Street Revival, in which thousands of people from all around the globe rushed to his church, where the gifts of the Holy Spirit fell upon visitors regardless of race, gender, wealth, or status. Now, to put it mildly, these were not your garden variety church services. For instance, after visiting a service in 1906, a Los Angeles Times journalist reported on a weird babble of tongues, a new sect of fanatics, in short, a wild scene last night on Azusa Street. Which is to say, in spiritual terms, people were speaking in tongues, being slain in the spirit, uttering prophecies, laughing hysterically, and physically healing others. Yeah, but what about barking like a dog? Which spiritual gift is that? In conclusion, supernaturalists are a very influential type on Dodekagram who connect to God by seeking miraculous signs and supernatural experiences. Now, if you liked this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to take our free quiz at dodekagram.com. I'll see you in the next video on the 12 dodecagram types.